Namaste. Welcome to Sri Saraswati Vidyalayam News Bulletin. I am Devika PS, a 10th standard student of this school. First of all, let us gather at the international news. US job growth pick up in October. US employment increased more than expected in October as the headwind from the surge of COVID-19 infection over the summer subsisted, offering more evidence that economic activities was regaining momentum early in the fourth quarter. Google to invest Rs 1 billion in CME Group, agrees cloud computing deal. Alphabet's Inc. Google has invested Rs 1 billion in CME, Chicago Mercantile Exchange Group, and has struck a separate deal to move the future exchange operator's trading system to cloud, the company said on Thursday. Under the term of the 10-year partnership between the Google and CME, the Chicago-based exchange operator will begin moving its technology infrastructure to Google Cloud next year. Now let us move on to the national news. New Central Secretariat construction likely to begin this month. The construction of the first 3 office buildings of New Common Central Secretariat (CCS) along Rajpath is likely to begin in November, according to the Central Public Works Department (CPWD) sources. Manipur villagers seek fair compensation for land acquired along 2 highways, and aggregation demanding for compensation for the land acquired along NH2 and NH37. The lifeline of landlocked Manipur that has no rail line has begun. A 24-hour general strike was imposed late on Thursday in Nani district, crippling life and stranding passengers and other vehicles along the 222-kilometer along NH2. Now let us switch over to the state news. KSRTC employees on strike demanding pay revision. Bus services of the Kerala State Road Transport Corporation have been disrupted across the state following a strike by various employees unions depending on pay revision from the midnight of November 4. On the morning of November 5, scores the people were stranded at the various bus depots, especially in Kerala southern region, which are completely dependent upon the state-run transport service. Class 8 resumes on Monday. Classes will be resumed for Standard 8 students in the state on Monday, a week earlier than scheduled, owing to conduct the National Achievement Survey (NAS) in schools on November 12. Now it's time for the sport buffs. Akash Kumar finishes with bronze. Debutant Akash Kumar, 54 kg, signed off with the bronze in the AIBA Men's World Boxing Championship after going down with Kazakh teenager Mohammad Sabia Khan in the semi-finals here on Thursday. Bravo to retire after T20 World Cup. West Indies all-rounder Dhyan Bravo said he will retire from the international cricket after the ongoing ICC T20 World Cup here, as time has come to leave the stage after a career he can proud of. Now over to the school news. Today, we will extremely honored and privileged to inform all of you it's nothing related to school news. It is related to one of our academic council head, that is none other than dear Dr. Sir Vishak Sadashivan. Sir took charge of the head of the PG Department of Chemistry and Research Center, Sanadana Dharma College, Alappuzha. He is a person who has been in the field of lot of years, as well as associated with our school or academic activities. Extremely happy about his achievements. So on behalf of the school and Samiti, we convey him all the success in this endeavor. Namaste. Swaminathan. Ammu Swaminathan was an Indian social worker and political activist during the Indian independence movement and a member of the Constituent Assembly of India. It was around 1940 that Ammu became politically active. In 1970, she formed the Women's India Association along with Malati Padwardhan, Annie Beston, Mrs. Dadobhai and Margaret Cousins and Mrs. Ambujamal. They tried to address social and economic issues of women labourers. Ammu joined the International Congress in 1934. She was a strong advocate for universal adult franchise and equal constitutional rights for women, and this reflected in her activities as part of the Indian National Congress as well. She was an active participant in the Quit India movement in 1942 and as an aftermath was jailed for a year in Vellore. She was also a strong advocate of pro-woman legislation and punished for Sarda Act or the Child Marriage Restraint Act. Age of Consent Act was the various Hindu court bills aimed to reform succession, inheritance and marriage laws. Later a member of the Lok Sabha, she also pushed for maternity benefits for women. In 1946, she was elected to the Constitution Assembly from Madras and was one of the very few women involved in the drafting of the Indian Constitution, although she was happy with the final draft that the Assembly passed. She criticized it for going into too many details and becoming a very lengthy volume. In 1952, Ammu Swaminathan was elected a member of Rajya Sabha from Madras state. She was associated with several cultural and social organizations and served as a president of Bharat Scout and Guides from November 1960 to March 1965. She was also selected as Mother of the Year in 1975 on inauguration of International Women's Year. After that, now was the mind-blowing performance of our child prodigies.
Namaste, I am Aditya. I am a 10th standard student of Sri Saraswati Vidyalayam, Urutambalam. Today, I am going to speak the topic based on climate change. The biggest threat that we are facing today is climate change. It's very dangerous. If we don't tackle it, then its consequences are deadly. Also, we need to pay attention to some important things, to activities that cause it enhance our resilience to its efforts. The global warming is speeding up. The 20 warmest years on record have all come since 1995. Furthermore, the last 2010s decade has 5 warmest years. Due to global warming, many species, birds, habitats, and aquatic life are badly hurt. Also, the hot conditions increase the demand for water. The consequence will be devastating. To understand the long-term effects, let me tell you some points. Tropics around the world will be drier and hotter. Higher latitudes will be wetter and hotter. The winters will be wetter and rainfall events will become extreme. Also, the sea level will be rise significantly, maybe up to a meter in places by 2100 as waters warm up and take up more space and our glaciers and land-based ice sheets melt. Also, we partly neglecting it because the effort of changing climate tends to be invisible and incremental until they are suddenly disorders. In addition, if words like global warming and climate change have become a turn-off for ordinary people, then we should change these words. Also, we should use words like underwater, future, etc. Thank you. Namaste.
Good morning. I am Saksharas. I am an day student. Now I am going to speak about days of the week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday.
That's all for today. See you tomorrow. Namaste.